for you, strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. All right, the subject, my partner prefers porn. Dear Steve and Shirley, Steve, I've read your book, Straight Talk, No Chaser. On your emphasis on the cookie got me thinking about some issues I'm having with my partner. My intentions of being in a relationship are long-term, and I know that my partner can provide a happy future for me. But when it comes to his movies issue, we fight about it. I'm not really a fan of my partner resorting to porn because I enjoy sex very much and I practically do not mind giving it any time. I do have a lack of self-confidence because my partner and I did not start out good. He was with his super tall model type ex, and I'm the short, chubby kind of person with a normal face. He once made it clear to me he would not date anyone that did not meet his requirements of tall, thin, and pretty, and I'm the total opposite of that. So whenever he watches his porn, I get hurt, knowing it is not his fault because all the girls in the movies are his type. He normally watches porn a few times a week, like practically every day. He tells me the reason he watches porn is because he would get bored with me and doing it with the same person all the time. What I do not get is how is he going to marry a woman and spend his whole life looking at her every day and making love to her most of the time? I know this is my own problem, but I need your help to explain it to me in a way I can understand. What he is thinking and why does he do it? I never reject him with the cookie. In fact, sometimes I ask for it. What is lacking here is my sex life with him because it worsens with the passing weeks. I am confused, and I hope you can help me understand how to tackle this issue so we can have a win-win situation. I look forward to your reply, Mr. Harvey. I would like to thank you for a great book, too. And you're right, Straight Talk, No Chaser is a great book. You got to get it. It's a follow-up to Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Okay, in this letter, you know that your partner can provide a happy future for you. That's what you say. You say that. But what does that really mean? Because then you go on to write about your lack of self-confidence, how hurt you get when he watches porn, et cetera, et cetera. And I really think that's the problem. You are who you are. You're beautiful in your own right. You just are. I mean, you have to love yourself enough not to compare yourself to his so-called tall model types, you know? Love yourself enough to be comfortable in your own skin, and I don't think you're there. I really don't. You have to stop putting yourself down. You have to stop allowing him to put you down because you don't look a certain way. He's with you, and that's it for now. You don't have to stay there, okay? There's no rule that says you have to stay there and take this unless you want to. His put down is just an excuse. When he puts you down, that's just an excuse. Well, you don't look like what I want you to look like, so I have to go on this porn site to get my satisfaction. What? You can't just sit there and take that. I mean, he does that so he can do that, go to porn. You have to get that, and you have to understand that, okay? And you don't deserve that, and you don't have to take it. Steve?
Man. Okay, this is a typical letter of, I want all women to understand this. I want you to hear what a man is saying to you. You know, I had Judge Tola on my show the other day.
Lynn, right?
Yeah, Lynn Tola. And she said something very smart. She said that her mama told her one time, don't ever let a man have to tell you twice he don't want you. That made all the sense in the world to me. Don't ever let a man have to tell you twice he don't want you. Here's this whole letter. The lady's not listening. Dear Steve and Shirley, Steve, I read your book, Straight Talk, No Chaser. Your emphasis on the cookie got me thinking about some issues I'm having with my partner. My intentions of being in a relationship are long-term, and I know that my partner can provide a happy future for me. Let's listen to that. My intentions. Those are your intentions. That's not our intentions, nor is that his intentions. Because nowhere in the letter do I hear about his intentions. So all this, she's prepared this thing in her mind. My intentions of being in a relationship are long-term. And I know my partner can provide a happy future for me. He didn't say he would provide a happy future for you. All he doing in this letter is doing you. He didn't say nothing in this letter about providing nothing for you. Now, but when it comes to his movies, we fight about it. I'm not really a fan of my partner resorting to porn because I enjoy sex very much and practically do not mind giving it at any time. I do have a lack of self-confidence because my partner and I did not start out good. He was with his super tall model type ex, and I'm a short, chubby kind of person with a normal face. Well. What the hell we got going on?
Steve.
No, don't nobody want to deal with what you write it in the letter for. If you don't want me to tell you what's going on, you ain't the super tall model type. You the little short, chubby girl with the regular face.
Wow.
Now, you beautiful in your own right. I want you to understand this. But you may not be beautiful in the right for him. A man got a right to want what he want. He ain't finna change that just because you short, chubby, and real nice. He ain't changing that. Men are too aesthetic, and nowhere in the letter does he change it. He once made it clear to me he would not date anyone, did not meet his requirements of tall, thin, and pretty. And I'm the total opposite of that. It's because you ain't the one. He's planning no future for you, sister. Listen to what the man is saying. He said, he made it clear. He wouldn't date anyone, did not meet his requirements of tall, thin, and pretty. I'm the total opposite of that. It's because you ain't the one. You ain't his type, but you are his type of thing. But you're not the one. But you are. You're not his type, but you are his type of thing. If porn excites him, he can come and do you whatever he wants to. That's the porn side of him. But the type he looking for, you don't fit. That ain't finna change. All right, I got the rest of it when I come back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Subject, my partner prefers porn.
Well, your partner prefer porn because who he like in the porn looks like his type. See, and then she said in the letter, so whenever he watches his porn, I get hurt knowing it's not his fault because all the girls in the movies are his type. Okay, so come on now, let's do the math here. You ain't his type, but you are his type of thing. He ain't talked about no future with you. All this in your mind. My intentions of a relationship. I know he can provide a happy future for me. He ain't told you that. And he ain't told you he got no intentions of you being in a long-term relationship. Then he told you, hold on. He once made it clear to me that he would not date anyone, did not meet his requirements of tall, thin, and pretty. And I'm the total opposite of that. That's because you ain't the one. He ain't dating you, he doing you. Y'all keep getting this mixed up. He's not dating you, he doing you. Now, he didn't say nowhere in there he wouldn't do nobody like you. He just said he wouldn't date nobody like you. Now, listen to what these dudes is telling you.
Important, Steve. That's really important. Say that again, because that's important right there.
He's not dating you, he doing you. He said he wouldn't date a person like that, but he did not say he wouldn't do a person like that. Now, he normally watches porn a few times a week, like practically every day. He tells me the reason. Now, I want you to hear this one clear. He watches his porn is because he would get bored with me and doing it with the same person all the time. What I do not get is, how's he gonna marry a woman and spend his whole life looking at her every day and making love to her most of the time? Listen to what a man tells you. This means he's going to get bored with you, and he's already bored with you. That's why he watches these porns all the time. And then you come on, how is he gonna marry a woman and spend it? He ain't. He ain't told you he was marrying nobody. He ain't told you he was marrying you. Okay, what is lacking here is my sex life with him because it worsens with the passing weeks. Because it's getting closer to the end.
Whoa.
What is lacking here is my sex life with him because it worsens with the passing weeks. It's because it's getting closer to the end. Why don't you do yourself one tiny favor in this and break it off before he do? At least have that feather in your cap to say, hey, I walked away from him. Leave him. He's not going to stay with you. You're not his type.
Junior, you're listening to Steve Harvey.